When students see numbers in a math story, most of them stop reading for meaning. Their eyes go directly to the numbers and then they try to figure out what to do with them. In this next video, I'm going to show you what happens when you remove the numbers entirely and how this simple shift in your teaching approach changes the way students think about math stories. I'm Julie Russo, creator of Structures of Equality, where we're making sense of math stories. Let's go ahead and look at one. There are some students on the playground. After lunch, 27 more students came out to the playground. Then there were 51 students on the playground. How many students were on the playground first? So typically students will look at this story and they'll think 27, 51, let's do something with them. Let's add them together, let's subtract one from the other without really thinking about the meaning. So what I like to do with stories initially is take those numbers out entirely. So then the story would read, there were some students on the playground. After lunch, more students came out to the playground. Then there were a total number of students on the playground. So I did two things there. I removed the values, I removed the numbers entirely, but I also took the question off and turned it into a statement. Doing that helps the students see this as a math story, not a problem to be solved. So when we do that, it shifts their attention to the relationship occurring. So this story describes two parts coming together to form a total. We have the students that were out on the playground and then the other students that came to join them to create the total number of students on the playground. It's much easier for students to identify the relationships occurring when those values aren't competing with their brain's thinking power. So they're really just focused on the relationship and not trying to solve. Once they identify that relationship without the values in it, they can go ahead and draw a model without values, understanding that if the story describes putting parts together to form a total, then the model we're going to pick from is a parts equal total structure of equality, understanding that there's two parts in that story, the students that were there, the students that joined them, and then one total bar. So they can draw that model with the labels, which is students, and the descriptors, students at first, and then students after lunch, and then total number of students. Once they've done that, then you can reintroduce those values in there and they can go ahead and put those values into their structure of equality. Removing the numbers shifts students' thinking from calculating to interpreting, and that's where we want them to be. So if you want to learn more about how to use structures of equality with numberless word problems, go ahead and check out the blog linked below.